Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Josh Jacobs. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Love now on 2nd down. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. In motion right is Brown. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play for one of their...
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Flush to his right. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Love. Eluding the pressure right. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's He's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you got to reward them, don't you? You got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on third down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw here. Rolling to his right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
The slot man in motion right. Play action. Here's Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say,
oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner, would not only... with the pick-6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid that.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. 6-0 our score after. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Glove. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now they send a man in motion right. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This would never get.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled. And wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's picked up. There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So this time the conversion is good after a pair of failed two-point tries. Charles, they're 1 for 3 now.
And you would figure with 3 touchdowns scored, your minimum number of points would be 21, right? 3 extra points. And as you noted, they went for 2 twice, didn't get it. Went here again. This reminds me of something a coach told me a while ago. They have more 2-point plays on their ready sheet nowadays than ever before. It used to be like 1 or 2. Now most teams have up to 6 or 7 that they have at the ready.
Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. Looking for a bounce back, had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. Let's see if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 79 yards. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. A second down throw for Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and that will keep the deficit at 20.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and 3. Hurts. He finds his man complete. That's Brown. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle. Made at the Packers 14. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Brown. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Love. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they will remain well behind.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
On 1st down, Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. In motion right is Smith. They'll throw now on the final play. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Devontae Smith as time expires in the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead on a final play of the half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So Charles, you give me water. Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Dotson in motion right. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles 1st down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half. just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Love now. To the sideline and incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On play action. Love to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And now I believe they're going to line up and go for the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Barkley diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. This one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Love looking to throw it. That's taken in by Watson. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Love. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
This 2nd and 4. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Escaping the pressure right. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Throwing. Love. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Well, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Love back to it here after the pick-6. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of
And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Credit the defense there to Quay Walker, getting behind the line of scrimmage before they could rip off any sort of a gain. They go play action with Hurts. Flushed out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Barkley, inside handoff. And some room to roam now. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A.J. Brown, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles had 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spend in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Glove. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
McManus's point after is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they